This is a 10-minute upper body stretching routine to reduce tightness, increase flexibility, and alleviate pain. My name's Dr. Jared. I'm going to guide you through the whole thing. We're going to get started up in the neck with an upper trap stretch. Take your left hand and put it to the small of your back. Tilt your right ear over towards your right shoulder. And then with your right hand, we're going to apply just a little bit of pressure to the head until we get a comfortable stretch right here through the upper neck. I'm going to hit start on my timer, and we're going to hold that for 30 seconds right over here on the left. Now, right off the start, I do want to mention that we want to keep stretching comfortable. You should feel like you've got a good stretch through that upper trap, but I don't want it to be painful. If it's painful, you've pushed a little too far. We need to back off till it's just a comfortable stretch, and then we'll hold it there for the 30-second duration, which is in 3, 2, 1. Switch it up. So now right hand to the small of your back, left ear over to left shoulder, and then we're going to apply just gentle pressure with our left hand to stretch out that right upper trap. Now for our next stretch, we're going to work on neck rotation. You do need a small hand towel for this. I'm going to grab opposite corners, put that over my head, and now I'm going to cross my hands. My right hand stays against my chest. With my left hand, I'm going to go right across my cheekbone with the towel and pull to the left until I feel good, comfortable rotation in my neck. And I'm going to hold that for 30 seconds. And then at the 30-second mark, we're going to switch things up. And so now I want you to put your right hand on top and then pull that left tail across your left cheekbone to rotate over to the right. This is the most confusing stretch we'll do during this whole time, I promise. But if you get it right, oh, it just feels so good, especially right at the base of the skull, where a lot of people actually carry a lot of tension. Hold it in a comfortable position for about 5 more seconds. And then we're going to stretch out the back of the shoulders and even into the rhomboids with a cross-body stretch. So reach your left hand across your body. With your right hand, grab your elbow, and then we're just going to pull into that position over there. So I'm using my right hand to pull my left arm across my body until we get a good stretch through the back of the shoulder and through the rhomboid muscles between the shoulder blades as well. We're going to hold that in a comfortable spot for 30 seconds. Now here on Tone and Tighten, I have quite a few stretching routines. I have total body, I have lower body, hips, lower back, I have neck. We'll hold on 3, 2, 1. Now switch it up. So now right hand, reach over to the side. Left hand, grab the right elbow. We're gonna pull in that direction to stretch the back of the shoulder and the upper back. But I got a lot of comments from people saying, well, what can I do about my upper body? Do you have an upper body stretching routine? And I did not. So that is what this is. I hope you find this incredibly beneficial. I'm excited that you found this, stoked that you're here with me today. Hope you enjoy this routine. Our next exercise is going to be for our triceps muscles as well as for our lats. This is an overhead triceps stretch. Reach your left hand up towards the ceiling, bend that left elbow. With your right hand, we're going to grab the elbow right here, and we're going to apply a backwards pressure until we get a stretch through this triceps muscle and even kind of down into the armpit a little bit. Hold it in that comfortable position for 30 seconds. That's 30 seconds on the left. So now we want to reach up with the right, bend that right arm. With the left hand, grab the right elbow and apply that pressure in a backwards, kind of upwards motion until you get a good stretch through the triceps and down into the lat, down into that right armpit. Next, we're going to do a chest stretch. This is one of my favorite for the pec, the front of the shoulder, and the biceps. I want you to put your left hand on a wall and then rotate away from it, just until we get a good stretch. Like I said, all through that front of the chest, into the shoulder. You're even going to feel that down into that biceps muscle on your upper arm. Hold it in that comfortable position, 30 seconds. And then at 30 seconds, we're gonna make the switch. And so now right hand goes on the wall. We're gonna rotate away from it until we stretch through the right chest, right shoulder, and right biceps. You can also do this one in a door frame. You can do this one on a dresser. There's a lot of places that you can anchor your hand. Get creative with it if you want to. If not, I figure everybody has a wall that they can lean against. So we've only got 5 more seconds on this one, nice and comfortable. And then we're gonna drop down to the ground with some cat-cow stretches. So go ahead and drop down onto your knees, onto all fours. We're gonna start with the angry cat, arching the back up towards the ceiling, tucking the chin into the chest. Hold 1, 2, 3. And then we're gonna drop into the cow position. Look up at the wall in front of you, let your chest fall down towards the ground, really arch your back into some good, comfortable extension. 1, 2, 3 seconds, and then we're going to repeat those 2 motions for 60 seconds. Our next 3 stretches are going to be for your upper back, for your thoracic spine. This is a thoracic spine extension stretch. I've got a chair. You can use a couch or a chair, whatever you have available. Hands are going to go up onto the chair. And then what I want you to do is sit back on your heels and let your chest fall down to the ground. And what you should feel there is a good stretch through your lats, these muscles here on the side, up into your armpit, kind of the back of your shoulder, but then hopefully you feel that in your upper back as well. Through your spine, in through that thoracic area. I'm gonna hold that for about 10 to 15 seconds, and then come up out of it, and then sink back down into it again. This thoracic spine, it's actually an area that's supposed to be very mobile. And for a lot of us, especially if you spend a lot of the day sitting, it tends to get a little bit more stuck, just not moving the way that it should. So a lot of the neck pain and a lot of the shoulder pain that people experience comes from that upper back not moving the way that it should. That's a great stretch to improve the extension. Now what we're going to do is work on rotation in that area. This is a reach and rotate. And so I'm down on all fours, my right hand comes through this space, and I'm gonna rotate as far as I can. Sometimes I even kind of lean on that elbow a little bit to get a little bit more of a stretch. And then my right hand comes out to the side and all the way up to the ceiling behind me as far as I can take it. And we're just going to continue to alternate between those 2 motions. I want your eyes to follow your hands. That's going to facilitate that rotation, especially right up at the top. Try to keep it in a nice, comfortable range. 30 seconds. Now we're going to repeat on the left side. So left hand through that space, rotate through that upper back, and then we're going to come back up this way. And then the last thing we're going to finish with are some alternating overhead reaches. Another great way to improve the lateral flexion in your spine and the overhead motion in your shoulders. Right hand up and over your head, reach over towards the left till we get a good stretch all through here. Hold for about 5, and then we're gonna repeat with the left hand, reaching over the head and over to the right. Just a good, comfortable stretch. Feel that all through the side, into the spine, maybe even into the lower back a little bit. And then we're gonna alternate for 60 seconds. Now, like I say in most of my stretching videos, it doesn't need to take a long time, but it does need to be done consistently. So if you enjoyed this, if you feel loose, if you feel less pain after we're done here, I hope you come back and I hope you do this one again with me. Like I said in the beginning, I hope you found this incredibly effective. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again soon.